Buongiorno everybody, and hello again from Sicily. I am today in the beautiful, beautiful town of Taormina, which is on the eastern coast of Sicily, just north of Catania, and we are within spitting distance practically of Italy itself. This is one of the most beautiful cities in all of Italy, and very romantic. So, of course, it's a popular spot for vacationers and honeymooners. Also for my children, this is their favorite city, I think, in all of Italy. It's a little off season for going to the beach, but you can see out here. I'll take you over to look. You can see the beautiful, beautiful views on these turquoise waters. Let's move down here a little bit. Just beautiful. Now, what you can see in the distance, these are all beaches that you can reach during the summertime. They even have vans from Taormina that will take you out there. But in the very far distance, right here, that is Messina, which is another big city here in Sicily. But that's where you take the ferry, and that is the mainland. That's Calabria over there. So Straits of Messina run right through here. So we are just a tiny, tiny bit away from the toe, if you think of Italy as a boot. That's the toe over there, and Sicily, the football being kicked by the boot, I guess you could say. So where I am here, you can see down there beautiful hotels and beach resorts, basically everywhere, and the Greek-Roman theater. So come with me for a second. Let's take a little walk around here first. This theater is the highlight of Taormina for sights to see. I mean, Taormina is a great place to come just to enjoy, but this is their great site because we have a theater that is not just beautiful and Greek and Roman and ancient, but look at the view. You've got Etna over in the distance there as the backdrop. So let's just take a little stroll here. You can see the cactus. We don't have any of the Fichi d'India just yet. And down there, that's a little beach resort, beach cove area. Right over here is Isola Bella, which is where I like to go swimming when I'm here in the summertime. Too cold today, but oh my, look at that. Framed right with Mount Etna and the snow. So let's talk a little bit about this theater. So the Greeks first arrived here at Giardini Naxos, which is not so far from here, just at the base of Taormina. And they arrived here in the 8th century BC. Now, to kind of explain where the Greeks come from, they were in Greece, and there just wasn't enough arable land there. It was a difficult place to live. It was overcrowded. So a lot of these cities sent out parties to go and colonize elsewhere. Like I've mentioned before, it's a little bit like Manifest Destiny in the United States, kind of a similar idea. So the very first city that was founded here was at Naxos. It was the people of Naxos, Greece, who came and founded a city at Giardini Naxos, and that's just below Taormina. So if we come out here, I can even show you where it is. So that little point of land right there, that is the place where the Sicilian Greeks first founded their very first colony, 8th century BC. So then, of course, they're going to move and expand their colonies and their settlements, and they decided to found a city here on Monte Tauro, which later became known as Taormina. So this Greek theater was originally built by the Greeks, and we go back to 5th century BC, and then over time it was expanded, and the Romans, when they took over Sicily a couple hundred years later, they remodeled it and renovated it to their own uses. You can see that there's a line between where the Greeks were and where the Romans were from a construction point of view. You can see these lower seats here are made of marble. The upper seats were made of bricks. They have benches over them now, but a lot of these were made of bricks. So it was expanded during Roman times. The scaena, or the scene back here, let's build that up 1, 2, 3 levels. So about here is how high it might have been. And the scenery for Greek plays was always fixed, and people would know by which door a character exited or entered, if they were a good guy or a bad guy, or what their function in the play was. So it was always kind of a set pattern. So they had Greek plays here throughout the Greek and Roman times, and these days this is the place where they do a film festival. They have the Taormina Film Festival that is here in the summertime, so they have a big screen up there and lots of famous movie stars come. The other thing that they do here is they have concerts. Really famous people have played here. Bob Dylan's played here before, for example, and every summer there's a new special person that's going to come and play. Eros Ramazzotti was here when I was here with my children in 2019. The city becomes completely packed and very festive. So Taormina is really like the vacation spot, the old world vacation spot of Sicily. And so you have lots and lots of activities in the summertime. I think of it as like a little like a Disneyland atmosphere in the summertime. So it's an awful lot of fun. So this theater is just really, I think, the highlight of Taormina, and above all, I just like coming here and sitting. It's just lovely to come here and sit and people watch. So many people have just been here. We've been here for an hour probably, just sitting and soaking up the sun and enjoying the scenery. So why don't you walk with me a little bit and we'll go down the steps so we can get a little bit closer view of the Scena. So in the summertime, they put cushions on some of these seats, and then this whole area down here, the orchestra, they fill up with chairs for most of the performances. They do still do Greek plays here occasionally as well. I think the view of Mount Etna is just something very, very special. I can't think of another theater from the ancient world with this kind of backdrop. So you can see now the structure of the, you see how there's columns down there, right? So those are all columns that used to be up here. And actually, as you walk through the city of Taormina, in various places you'll see gray columns just like that. If you take a look at those and then you go walk through Taormina, you'll see some of the shops and hotels have those exact same columns decorating their facade. So they were pillaged from here at some point in the past. And we'll come over here and have a nice little look at Etna. Look at that. So we woke up this morning to an absolutely clear view with the most spectacular, spectacular view of Etna from all of our rooms. It's getting a little cloudy now, but the mountain was kind enough to give us a few little puffs of smoke earlier today when we were down in the gardens, which was amazing. We could see 4 of the craters emitting some sort of fumes all at once, which was really neat. Out there in the distance here, you can see the San Domenico Palace Hotel. It's one of the most fancy hotels in all of Taormina. I haven't been there since they remodeled, but I might have to go have an aperitivo there and treat myself. So the city of Taormina kind of spills out from behind that along the Corso Umberto. So personally, I can't think of a more beautiful way to end our Sicily Highlights tour. This was an 8-day tour that I constructed just to give people who don't have a lot of time to commit to Sicily a taste. And for sure, if you come on 8 days in Sicily, you're going to be ready to come back because there is so much to see. So we're going to finish off our tour here today, the first tour. The second tour, which adjoins to it, is called Sicilian Pleasures. And the idea is just basically that we're going to enjoy all the things about Sicily that I find the most compelling and the most enjoyable. Because above all, if you come to Sicily, you need to learn how to enjoy yourself. You need to spend time just enjoying the beauty of the place, enjoying the food. So we're going to be going to Ragusa, and we're going to go to the north face of Etna to try different wines. We'll go to the top of Etna to the summit. We're going to go to Marsala and go out and explore a little bit the wine country there. We're going to go to the hill towns in southeastern Sicily, and we're going to finish at a little beach village called Cefalù. So it's going to be a wonderful 8 days that connects to this tour. So we have some people who are doing both. Those with less time are doing just this part, and hopefully they'll be back to enjoy the rest of the island. So Sicily is really magical. If you've never been here and you think you've been to Italy, you haven't been to Italy if you haven't been here, because this is will really expand your mind about what Italy is. And I don't know, it's home to me. It's comfortable, but it's also something very, very special and wild and different. So I invite you all to put this on your list of travel destinations. So we'll continue to have more from Sicily coming up this week, but we'll get away from the beaten path. We're going to do off the beaten path coming up soon. I wish you all a beautiful day. Buona giornata a tutti. And also for this beautiful Sunday, I hope you're having as lovely a day as we are. Ciao for now.